Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. This video is a part of series that will teach you the UI skills to create high-end design. So in today's video, we'll create this. It's a UI card or a product card. So to get started, we'll quickly create a frame first. So we'll hit F on our keyboard and we'll click once and we'll change the width of this frame to 374. Hit tab and height to 504. Now we have our frame ready. We'll increase the corner radius to 16. So this will be our frame for the product card. Next we'll add this gradient background. So to do that, I'll hit R on my keyboard, click once. Then we will change the width of this rectangle to 374 and 252 height. Let's quickly align this. We'll bring it in the center, then take it to the top. Now to apply gradient on this rectangle, I have my color code here. So I'll choose fill. In fill, I'll take the gradient. We'll click on linear and we'll choose radial. Now we'll quickly increase or drag the top gradient icon or rectangle to the top, and then for the top gradient color we will enter this code, which is CFCDDF. This is our top gradient. For the bottom gradient it would be 2F3845. Now we have our gradient ready. Next what we'll do is we will quickly hit T on our keyboard, click once and write PS5 Controller. Control A will select the entire font, entire text. We'll change the font size to, let's say, 24. We'll change the font to Babus Neo and we will place it 24 pixels away from our top gradient and 24 pixels away from our border. Now we have our heading. Next we will need this write-up or a description of our PS5 controller. So for this we will quickly go to ChatGPT and write this prompt. Write 2 line of copy for PS5 controller and it will give us this. So we'll copy the first line, hit T on our keyboard, click once and press Ctrl V. We will change this font to let's change to Red Hat display. We'll make it regular and font size will be 16. We will change the color to a little dark gray. So there's a difference between the shade of the heading, the color of the heading and the color of the content text. We will quickly rearrange this. Make sure both of them are aligned. So we'll use our alignment tools and align left. Make sure that the space between heading and the content is 16 pixels. So if you click on any of these elements, the text elements, and press Alt and hover over the other element, it will show you how much pixel distance is between them. I think for now our heading looks a little smaller, so we'll make it big. Let's make it 32. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so now that our text and this is ready, we will create the buttons. So first we will create the counter button that will count how many PS5 controllers we want. So we'll hit R, click once, then change the width to 72. Sorry, change the height to 72. It's still too big. And make the width 120. Height will be 40. Hmm. Let's make it 48 maybe. Oh no, 40. Yeah, 40 seems good. We'll decrease the width to 100. Place it 24 pixels away from the border. Increase the corner radius to 8. Let's keep it 4. Yep. For the button color, we will choose this color code, which is 001A44. Now we will hit T on our keyboard, click once, write 0 here, change the font to Red Hat Display, decrease the font size to 16, place it in the center of our rectangle, and now we'll need icons. So icons, we can get it from flat icon. Once we go to flat icons, we have interface icons here. We'll open it in Figma. All right. So we will choose, we'll simply take the entire frame here, press Command X and paste it in our design file. Now that we have all our assets here, you can simply search add. So we have the add, two add buttons here. We'll go with okay, there are multiple add buttons. Let's search plus. Yep, this is what we want. So we will take how about this one? Let's take this one. We will quickly drag and drop it here, place it here, and next we'll search minus. Minus small, we have it. Let's place it here, place it here. Now we'll select all three of them. Make sure they are aligned, align vertical centers. So now they are aligned, and we'll add auto layout to them. So in our auto layout, they will be automatically placed on equal distance while they are aligned um, in vertical center. So right now the gap between them is 10 pixels. If you want, you can increase or decrease it, but let's keep it 10 pixels, or let's make it a little bigger. Let's keep it 16. Bring it to the center of the rectangle. Let's make the rectangle a little bigger. Okay. For the color of plus and minus, so we'll go to selection color and we will choose this particular color 0059EA. So we have our button ready, and should we increase the height a little bit? Yeah. Let's add auto layout to this as well. Vertical padding will keep 8, and horizontal padding will keep that 8 as well. Let's make sure that our counter and PS5 controller are vertically aligned. They are. Make sure this is 16 pixels away from the counter. So let's make it 16. So why are we keeping the spacing 8 and 16 here? Because we are following the 8 pixel grid here, or the 8 pixel grid spacing system, and all the elements are placed away from each other in a table of 8 or series of 8. So 8, 16, 24, 32, like that. This will make our design a little more uniform, and it will make our design look very clean with ample amount of breathing space. Next, we will need to add our add to cart button. So what we'll quickly do is, um, okay, so I have taken the width 340 here. So we'll hit R on our keyboard, click once, width is 340, place it in the center. How much spacing do we want from, okay, we want 24 pixel spacing. 24 we got, yes. So we'll keep the width 326, height let's keep 44 again. We will maybe increase it to 56. So our CTA is big and easy to click on or easy to tap on. Next we will change the corner radius to 8. Now I want to apply a gradient in this button so that it looks more dynamic in nature, like a little bit visually appealing. So we'll click on fill, change it to gradient, add, like if we click here right in the center of this rectangle, right like above this center, we can add another tile here. So for the first tile, which is on the leftmost side, we will enter this color code 001A44. That is our first color. Next we'll choose the second color. We will type 001F52. Next we will choose the rightmost tile and enter the code 000F27. Let's make it a little more dynamic. So we will change the direction of the gradient to this, maybe a little bit up. If you want, you can do this or you can skip this step. Now that we have this, we will add one more rectangle. So why not? Wait, let me just increase the size a little bit more. Let's make it 64. Yeah, works. Now we'll duplicate this. Control C and Control V. Make it a little smaller, both widthwise and heightwise. We'll change it to single fill color instead of linear. I mean, here we'll choose solid and we'll choose this color 0059 EA. Let's see how much spacing we got. We have 6 here. Let's make it 12 and we got 8. Let's decrease the corner radius a bit. We'll make it 4 and we'll make the spacing 8 here as well. Now that we have this button, we will enter our text T, click once and we'll write rupees 7,500. Select our text, select the blue rectangle, use our alignment tools to make it in the center. Done. Now we'll hit T again, click once, write add to cart. Remember, like all these font is Babus Neo. Now we need an icon or not. We can simply draw a circle. If we hit O on our keyboard, click while pressing Alt and drag, we will get a circle and we will add a stroke to it, remove the fill, change the stroke color to 0059 EA and we will quickly add an arrow from our flat icons library. Yeah, we can use a thick arrow, I guess. Let's use this. Rotate it, change the color, selection color. Thick is not looking good. Let's change it. Arrow right, place it here. To make sure it's in the center, select the circle, select the arrow icon, use the alignment tools. Okay. Selection color, we will choose this blue. Let's increase the size of circle. If you want, you can group it or add auto layout to it to make sure it stays in the center. Okay. Now our button is ready. All we have to do is add the image. So to get this image, you can simply like use your Google search to download an image and use the background remover tool. Or if you want, I can add the link to this image file in the description and you can download it from there. So since I already have this image, I'll quickly use it. Let's make sure our image is selected. I'll quickly press Ctrl C, select our frame, press Ctrl V. Now since I have pasted this in the frame, the image is getting cropped. And if I quickly click on the layers panel, we can see it's written image3. We'll rename it to PS5 Controller. And if we click and drag it above the frame 10, You can see now it is popping out of the frame. So we'll raise it up quickly, a little bit outside the frame. And if you want to add more elevation to it, what you can do is you can simply duplicate this image, Control C, Control V, and it didn't happen. Okay, sorry. You can simply press Control D and it will duplicate. Now we'll choose the lower layer here. There are two PS5 controller layer. So let's rename it to PS5 1, which is on top. On the bottom one, we'll type PS5 controller 2. And now for PS5 controller 2, what we'll do is with that selected, we'll click plus on our effects. And instead of drop shadow, we'll choose layer blur. When it comes to layer blur, we'll increase the blur to 33 and decrease the opacity to, let's say, 20. We'll bring it a little lower. Yeah. Okay, so now our image is ready. Now we have to add the heart icon here. So to add that icon, you can again go to assets, type heart. Let's take one with the fill. You can take any one. Let's take this pointed one. So I've added it here. I want it 24 pixels away from this border and 24 pixels away from the top border. Since it is not added in our favorites yet, let's make it a little gray. Oh, that is the fill color. We'll have to choose the selection color. Yeah. So I've entered the code C7CDDF. You can use another gray fill color for that. Sorry, selection color for that. Now our card is almost ready. All we have to do is add these tiles here to change the color product. Sorry, product color. So what we'll do is we will hit O on our keyboard, click, drag while pressing Alt and Shift. So now our circle is 16 pixel into 16 pixel. We will duplicate this one more time. Make sure it is 16 pixels away from this one. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's place this. Where is our circle? Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. For the time being, we'll turn the display off for the PS5 controller and we will quickly create our color variants. So 16 pixels here. So right now, according to what I know or I have seen, there are mostly three major colors for PS5 controllers. I don't own a PS5, so white, black, and red is what I've seen. We'll quickly add not black, but this color code for the second circle here for our black controller. We'll add 2B2C31, and for red one, we will add this color code, which is 9B1744. Okay, now that we have all this, we will come to the white one, and even this is not the correct code. So let's get the correct code from here. D8DBE4. Now we have white, black, and maroon or red. What I'll do is I'll quickly duplicate this white circle by pressing Ctrl D, then increase the size of it, add a stroke, remove the fill, and I'll change the color code for the stroke to D8DBE4. So if you want to know how I'm quickly picking up the colors, it's because of the eyedropper tool. So eyedropper tool is activated with the button I on your keyboard. If you select any of your elements, press I and click on it, the color code of that particular element will be copied and you can use it to change the color of any other element. So now this is ready. Now we'll turn on our PS5 controller image. To make sure this is in the center, we will disable this once again. Let's group this all together. Control G, uh, click align horizontal centers. It will automatically come in the center of the frame. Now all you have to do is turn on your image and you're done. Your product card is ready. To view this or to preview this, what we'll quickly do is hit F on our keyboard, draw a frame around this, and we will remove the fill from this frame, the bigger frame. So now if you click on it and go to play button and hit preview, your product card will look something like this. So try this and please let me know how it comes out, and I'll add my Instagram link or my Instagram profile link in the description so that whenever you add or upload your work on Instagram, you can tag me. Thank you. I hope you like this, and there are many more videos to come in this series. So I hope you guys stick to it. All the best. Bye.